I feel when you are a professional in your industry, if you're ambitious about what you're doing, you can never stop going forward. I love helping people. That's so cliche, but I like it. When I do makeup on someone who's insecure for XYZ reasons and I fix it for them, I really love it. Like, I'm happy that I was able to help you because makeup and skincare for me is very, I do it all the time and I know what I'm talking about. So, I hope so. I'm trying, but this YouTube world is super interesting for me because I was trying to escape this for the longest time, which is kind of weird because I was studying journalism. So I have experience in being in front of the camera. So when you were studying journalism in Croatia, you had to go through every single outlet. So newspapers, TV, radio, whatever. You had to do everything. And I did all of those things. And I realized that I liked being in front of the camera. I like talking. I like meeting people and this and that. But when you're a makeup artist, it was kind of like frowned upon if you were also a blogger or a YouTuber or whatever. The old school people in the industry, they didn't want to accept this new wave that was coming, which is social media. And they find themselves competing with these younger generations who are creating their image and their fame based on pictures on a website. So I was, when I was learning from a lot of these experienced makeup artists, they were always like, you cannot be a blogger and a makeup artist. You should never do that. People are going to look down at you if you are a blogger. But why? You can do both. Like, why would you? My talent for makeup artistry doesn't decrease if I create a YouTube video. I'm happy to share my knowledge for free. I'm not gonna give you like a little intro and then I'm gonna charge you hundreds of dollars for a webinar. Okay, people, we had a little accident with my camera turned off, so we needed to charge it. And in the meantime, since we're filming on natural light, it kind of started being dark. I have a lot of advice for makeup artists. First, you need to realize, is this the path you want to take? Because it's very popular right now, yeah. But don't take on this path because you think everybody else is doing it and it's so cool and it's so interesting. And don't think because you're going to get a lot of free products, that's why you should become a makeup artist. No. You should become a makeup artist if you have, if you're good at doing makeup on other people, not on yourself. Try with your mom, try with your younger sister, try with somebody who's a different race, try with somebody who has different, features, with somebody who has a lot of texture, somebody who has, try doing makeup on different types of people. Then you're gonna see, is this something that's interesting and appealing to you? If it's not, that's fine. But you have to know, doing makeup, it's not all pretty and glamorous. Sound. Anyway. Okay, so now we have this little air thingy going on. It's real, guys. This is not filter. Makeup is super fun, but there's so many different types of makeup. So you need to understand different types. So you can be a makeup artist for, private clients, which includes proms, weddings, events, everything where you would need professional makeup in your life. There's makeup artists for tutorial. There's makeup artists for movies, TV shows, celebrities, theater. There's so many different types of makeup artists. My favorite is editorial because you get hired for your vision and your style. But I like doing all types of things because it's just interesting to switch it up every once in a while, and you learn something new with every client. I'm not kidding. You learn something new with every person. Maybe not some technique, but you learn a skill with, either how to talk to a person. You're a makeup artist. You need to understand it's not about you. If you're an editorial makeup artist, yes, you can get more creative. But if you have a client, you should direct them in the right way. But at the end of the day, they're the client. So don't make this about you. You're not important here. You should follow what they're saying because you're hired. You're not the person hiring. So if your client really wants super bright lips, but you think it doesn't look good on them, you can tell them, I think maybe we should go in a different direction, but it's not, you should not impose your opinion. You can suggest it and explain why, but at the end of the day, it's not about you. So you need to understand that. Also, celebrities, when you work with celebrities, it's definitely not about you. It's, you should be quiet. Not quiet, like you should be normal, but you should not try to put the attention on you. You should not try to lead, run the room. You should either do your job and go. Because some celebrities like to be the center of attention, so you should not try to steal their thunder or wear something, super like cleavage out, shorts. Just be polite and presentable. The hardest clients to work with is with people who don't know what they want, but they have an idea. So they have an idea of the way they want to look. But then when you give them that, they don't like it. And they don't know why, because you gave them what they wanted, but then maybe their face shape is not made for that. Maybe they're not used to that. Maybe they're, I don't know. It's just not made for them. We all don't have the same face. Like if you have hooded lids, you should not go for a crazy, eyeliner. Maybe you should do something, every face is different. You need to adjust your makeup application accordingly. So if you're contouring a nose, for example, that's like my favorite thing when people are discussing contouring. If somebody has a bigger nose or a more pronounced nose, try doing it subtly, because sometimes you can make it even more visible. If you contour in the wrong places, if you highlight on the wrong places, it's going to do the opposite of what you're trying to do. Biggest mistake for beginners, I think, is that they entered the industry for the wrong reasons, because it's like so hot right now. They're not willing to put in the work. They feel like, I worked for free for years, and I still have no problem accepting, gigs that are just creative, and you have a couple of different professionals that are here to create something fun and beautiful, because you need to do these things. Like you need to create stuff and not expect, I feel like if you enter any industry with an idea of making money, okay, yeah, we all want to make money eventually, but money should not be your main, misa vodilja. It shouldn't be your main motive to do anything in life. And if you're here just to make quick cash, it's not going to happen. You should put in the work. You should listen, learn, and it's going to happen. And if it doesn't happen, work a little harder. Don't go out with your friends all the time. Sometimes my friends get upset because I don't have, I'm not going to every event, or I'm not a social event. I don't go out, or I don't have coffee every day with them. I don't do all these social things, but it's I don't want to be spending time with my friend, being on my phone, sending emails, doing all these things that I was supposed to be doing, because then I'm not giving you my time. I'm not doing my work properly. So I would rather spend time with people when I actually have free time to devote my time.
Okay, so between the makeup jobs and obviously doing these videos and managing your Instagram account, and believe it or not, you are an influencer. Do you manage time for your private life, for your friends? How is that working?
Yeah, I don't want to call myself an influencer, just because I feel like that term is so pretentious, and whoever made it up did a bad job.
So how would you like to call yourself then?
I don't like to label myself, but
oh my god,
but I do think, I don't know, I'm calling myself a makeup artist and content creator, and I don't know.
So, but what do you think about influencers? What do you think about that world? Listen, we follow you, we see what you do. People are contacting you, people are trying to use your advices. So you have certain influence,
okay,
right?
I have a little bit, maybe.
Okay, bitch, acknowledge.
I just like helping people, and I like to share what I know. And I always say, these things are made based on my personal research and the things I've done. Like, you cannot take everything I say like, okay, that's the way it is. No, it's not, because everybody's different. And I'm saying from my own personal experience. Oh, thank God this fan stopped. So this influencer world is a completely separate topic, but I think it's great. I think that there's a lot of people who are not being genuine, they're not being honest, and they're also doing it for the wrong reasons. And after a while, people notice it. If you endorse every single brand, and if you like just be true to yourself, I feel like if you stand behind the product you're selling, there's no harm in that. But if you start, I think of this like that. If I'm an influencer and I'm promoting a brand that I don't really like it, I'm not gonna be able to present their story properly. So I'm selling you something that I don't believe in. Then you're my follower. You're gonna buy the product. You're gonna hate it because I didn't explain it properly, or I didn't guide you in the right way. And then you're gonna be unhappy. So what's the point? Maybe you just don't know how to use it properly. Maybe it's not made for you. Maybe there's so many maybes, but at the end of the day, you should say why somebody should buy. It's all about the why for me, about everything in life.
What advice would you give to people who don't know what to do, but they see this world and they want to be part of it?
Okay, so there's a thing, people think that influencers have everything so easy and everything is so glamorous. No, it's not. And my account is not that big as of right now, but I know a lot of people who's are, and they tell me, it's sometimes it gets lonely. Sometimes you feel like you're in a constant rat race with other people, and it's just like sometimes you also ask yourself, what does make me different than other people? Everybody's asking their questions themselves. So if they're, pretending like they know everything and they're like, they got it all figured out, no, they don't. They're wrong. So don't get discouraged. If I feel today the best way to get noticed, not really to get noticed because it's super saturated, is to do things differently and to do it authentically. But at the same time, how much you give is how much you're going to get back. So you need to be active. You need to comment on other people's posts. You need to be actually engaged into the community. So if you don't go to events, if you don't meet people, if you don't put the work, nothing's going to come back to you. You have to have a voice. You should stand behind certain things. Like, the reason why I started sharing more and more of these tips and tricks is because when I was starting with makeup, when I was super young, not super young, but when I was younger.
Oh, 6.
I mean, I'm still under 30.
This is like where you were 6 when you started.
When I was 6, yeah, oh my God, it was so many complications. I just know there's so many products on the market today, and people get confused. My friend uses this and this friend uses that, so you don't know what to do, where to go. All these, everybody's pretending like everybody knows how to contour, how to highlight, how to do this, how to do that. And they don't, and it's okay if you don't. Just ask people how to do stuff, and nobody's gonna think you're stupid or not capable, And I just wanna simplify things. Make your mom, your aunt, your neighbor who doesn't do makeup understand certain things she can do to improve her look and make her happy. I have a lot of friends who ask me specific questions, how to fix certain things, and I like they asking me that because I'm gonna give them an honest answer and I'm gonna help them. So I hope this gave you a little insight about me and the person I am, and some things like my thoughts and my just my journey. And I would love for you guys to ask me if you have any questions. You can just leave them in the comments. You can send me a message on Instagram. You can send me an email, like send me anything, and I'm gonna be happy to help. I did this video because I feel like people should, if they're following me and they're listening to my advice and my makeup tips and whatever, they should know a little more about me as a person. And that's why I did it. I hope it was not a mistake. No, but I'm happy I did it because I like to know the people I follow. So, yeah.
If you can conclude this video with 5 words about yourself that can describe you, what would they be?
5 words?
Mhm.
Wow. Persistent, passionate, hungry in both ways, for food and for success. Honest, kind. I hope so.
It's a wrap.
Oh, wait, I need to say thank you guys for watching. You should subscribe, follow, tweet. That's like my thing now.
Oh no.
Subscribe, follow, comment, turn on your bells. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.